Collins of Global Legal Media in London. I'm speaking today with Kian Gantz, the Editor-in-Chief of Legally India, based in Delhi. Kian, the October issue of Legally India magazine is going to feature the InLegal 50. Could you tell us about it, please?
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. It's a project that has been close to my heart for a long time. And we've been, ever since coming to India, one of the biggest problems has been that there's been no real transparency in the legal market here. And corporate law firms in particular, for foreign buyers of legal services and even Indian in-house GCs, it's been very difficult to actually get credible information about the quality and expertise of each law firm, as well as the activity that's actually going on. Now, some of that has changed in the last couple of years, but what's still lacking is an authoritative listing, such as exists in the UK or the US, about the Indian legal market, and that's what we're hoping to. That's what we're hoping to do with the InLegal 50. It will also be the first time that a product such as this will be very, very transparent, editorially and to all the readers. Everyone will be able to see exactly what went into the ranking and how it was arrived at, and that is our idea.
And how will it break down? What will the various tables and charts consist of?
Initially, we're looking primarily at corporate activity, M&A activity, private equity and VC activity, as well as disputes and litigation. Now, this will be very much an evolving project where we will keep adding things as the last and previous data has been integrated properly, and we will take feedback throughout this process to ensure that the ranking remains credible and transparent. So initially we will focus on these three areas. In litigation, we'll be looking at the Supreme Court primarily, and in M&A and PE we'll be looking at deals activity that we procure mostly from law firms and through our own research. And I think it will enable us to do a real deep dive into some of these law firms, as well as looking at their headcount and partnership strengths, leverage, and other interesting analysis that is not usually done in the Indian legal market.
Could you address your methodology for a moment? How are you going to compose and conduct the research?
So a lot of that is already data that is with us and that we've been collecting for a while. For example, on league tables and on league tables in the corporate side and the private equity side, we have been collecting this information for a while. We have detailed metrics available on that already. On the litigation side, this has never actually been collected before. So what we're doing is we're looking at the Supreme Court data initially, which has a surprising amount of information buried in there once you start looking and once you start analyzing this. And it's already produced some really interesting results that we're really looking forward to publish and to analyze. Going forward also, there's a lot of public information that is available that has never really been analyzed, and that is ripe for providing a bit more of an objective view into what each law firm is up to and what they're actually good at.
How is this going to benefit the Indian legal market, and what's the upside for an Indian law firm?
I think in part it's something that every established legal market needs. So if you look at the US or UK, these kind of tables do exist, whereas in India it's never really been the case, and everyone continually questions the credibility of any tables or exactly how they're arrived at. And that's something I think that needs to happen very quickly. The Indian corporate legal market has been completely unregulated, and the thing that will give the most confidence to buyers of legal services will be such a ranking, I think, to some extent. It will provide that credibility that a market requires if it wants to become a global one.
Kian, thanks ever so much for speaking with us, and good luck with the project.
Thank you so much, Danny.